What is going on, guys? ACZ with 326 right here with you. Okay, now number three of everything from A to Z. Now this, if you're not sure, if you're a new subscriber, and by the way, if you are, I appreciate that. If you aren't, I know what the fuck you're waiting for. Anyway, this is a segment on my YouTube channel where now, on my channel also, I have a news and rumors show I do every week that covers the whole week of the juicy news and rumors of the pro wrestling world. But this is a segment on my YouTube channel where I take one pro wrestling topic, just one topic, not a whole bunch of news, and I break down. I feel passionate. It's a topic that I feel passionate about, and that I want to talk to you guys. Very important to the pro wrestling world, and I think this topic is probably the most important topic that I'll ever talk about. The last show I did on Seth Rollins, on his championship reign, I did on how Sting was being booked. But this segment of the show, number 3, is very close to my heart, okay? And it's Daniel Bryan's retirement. Daniel Bryan's retirement, he retired this past Monday Night on Raw. Now, I'm sure each and every one of you out there have seen plenty of videos made on YouTube about Daniel Bryan's retirement, and then expressing their opinion, whether it made him feel good, whether it made him feel sad, what it made him feel, whatever. Okay, but this is my video, my view on Daniel Bryan's retirement. So I don't care if it gets a ton of views or a ton of likes, but if you like the video, like the fucking video. So without further ado, let's take our drink, our cold iced beverage, before we dip into this passionate topic. Now, whatever you're drinking out there, whether it be a beer, whether it be a Budweiser, whether it be Heineken, whether it be Arizona green tea, which I'm drinking right now, whether it be water, whether it be lemonade, whether it be whatever, let's take a sip right now. That was fucking good. That was fucking good. Now, before we start, actually, social media links are down below if you want to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and always, my latest video, the link to that video will always be down below. It was my latest Everything Wrestling news, number 7, I believe, down below. Listen, if you're always complaining about, or whether you don't see the videos in your sub box, or you just don't get the videos somehow, always, if you want to catch up on the videos, my latest ones, down below. Now, let's get into it. Daniel Bryan's retirement. Now, listen, I'm not afraid to admit it, I am a Daniel Bryan fanboy. This is the big topic, so I'm trying to figure out where to start. I'm a huge Daniel Bryan fanboy. I'm not afraid to admit it, okay? He is one of my, if not my favorite wrestler on the roster before he was injured. So, Daniel Bryan has delivered 3 promos in the past calendar year that have made me tear up in some fashion. Okay, one was when he came back on December 29th, 2014, last year, to announce, which I thought was his initial retirement. That's what I thought back then. Remember that promo? And then he fooled the fans, fooled everybody by saying he would return in the 2015 Royal Rumble and win the whole fucking thing, which of course Roman Reigns won. So that made me tear up a little bit, because inside I knew Daniel Bryan would wrestle in front of us again. He would show us that he can fight back from his neck injury, his whole ordeal. Okay, showed how much of a fighter he was. Second was, I think it was in May of last year, he had to relinquish the Intercontinental Championship, similar to the situation that he was forced to give up the WWE Championship the year prior due to injury. This time it was due to so many concussions. So, and then this one, his retirement. He looked great. He got a haircut. He trimmed his beard. If you can find anything like add that promo to think he's just a genuine good guy. The cheap pluck he had when, I believe it was the shirt he used, Wigs for Kids. That's what he cut his hair for. The hair was donated and used for kids in need, kids in cancerous situations. So that's one of the reasons why I just love Daniel Bryan. He's just a genuine, likable, just a genuine good guy. So let's start all the way back from the beginning in his WWE career. Now, in 2010, he debuted on that NXT show. You guys know what I'm talking about, on Sci-Fi, when he had all these NXT rookies performing in challenges weekly, seeing who would make it, and then they had that whole badass NXT invasion angle. Okay, So in 2010, now when I first saw Daniel Bryan, 5'8", a buck 90. Now let me preface this by saying that I don't see eye to eye with Vince McMahon's theory of you always need a big guy, a nice physique, someone ripped, 6'6", 280 to be championship material. I will never think that way. I couldn't give a shit if he was fucking ripped. I couldn't give a shit if he was fucking scrawny as a fucking beanpole. If you can fucking produce in the ring, if you can fucking generate some sort of connection with the fans that are watching around the world, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Yes, a nice look, some vascularity. That's always a nice look. But someone who can perform, a natural, charismatic performer, look at CM Punk. We're gonna go back to all the classic examples of a smaller guy making it to the top. Look at CM Punk. Fucking tatted up, still fucking badass champion. Look at Shawn Michaels. The list goes on and on. Daniel Bryan. However, when I first saw Daniel Bryan debuting on the NXT roster, he didn't immediately scream WrestleMania main event and world champion material at that point. And I was only watching the indie scene at that point in 2010, so I wasn't really aware of how much of a fan base, how much of a legend he was on the indie scene as the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. I wasn't aware of that he was, if not probably the best wrestler in the world at that point. And then the list goes on and on. That's a very debatable point. The list goes on and on. But so he initially got fired after choking Justin Roberts out with his tie. Then he got rehired back in that whole SummerSlam match. And the years went by. Daniel Bryan was he was a little iffy to me. He had when he won when he won the Money in the Bank, then when he won the World Championship after pinning the Big Show, he had that whole title run till WrestleMania, which it fucking pissed me off that he lost in 18 seconds. Because, Sheamus and Daniel Bryan, Sheamus is the stiff worker, Daniel Bryan can fucking take a punch and deliver it right back. That would have been one fucking hell of a match. But of course, once again, they did it. Daniel Bryan doesn't deserve it. But over the years, he was kind of iffy with me. But you can tell, late 2013 or early 2014, he was just given so many gimmicks, and he made chicken salad out of chicken shit. That's what he did. The Team Hell No gimmick, he made it the best that he could. The whole anger management gimmick. Constant, week after week, he was just not saying every man and woman in the back put the body on the line and to give everything to the fans, but you can tell Daniel Bryan was going that extra mile to please the WWE audience, the WWE universe. And it tells. He was wrestling The Shield every week. He was wrestling Randy Orton. That whole feud he had with Randy Orton is fucking amazing. And you can tell that's what's one of the things that we'll never see again. Maybe in the future. One of the most feel-good moments in not just WrestleMania, but in WWE history, when he made Batista tap out at WrestleMania 30 to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Well, I was jumping there, yesing, along with the New Orleans crowd that was there that night. And was it April 6, 2014? It was just a genuine fan following, because obviously Daniel Bryan, we all know the story. Daniel Bryan was never supposed to be in the main event at WrestleMania 30, but the fans pushed him there. It got so bad, the fan reaction got so bad to the point where Vince, he just had to swallow that huge fucking pill, had to swallow his pride, and just put Daniel Bryan in the main event. He had no choice. Because nobody, including myself, wanted to see two heels, Batista and Randy Orton, go one-on-one at WrestleMania 30 in the main event. No one wanted to see that fucking shit show. So Daniel Bryan was elevated into that main event spot. He had the match of the year with Triple H, and then he went on to have another grade A match against two future Hall of Famers to win the championship. That's what's the problem with Roman Reigns right now. Okay? Going into WrestleMania 32, because this is what's going to happen. He's going to be Triple H to become the new champion at WrestleMania 32 in the main events. He's going to be pushing that main spot. But the thing is that I'm sure Vince sees it. I'm sure there's no way his booking team, his writing team is ignorant enough to not see that the fans do not want Roman Reigns shoved down their throats, but they're going to go anyway. Because this is their golden boy. This is who they want as their future main event star. And I'm not knocking Roman Reigns. I don't mind the guy. He's getting better in the ring. He's still iffy in the mic. I've said this numerous times on my past videos, but he's just not somebody who we want to see. And you can instantly get the feeling of a genuine, organic fan following for Daniel Bryan, and a force, a forced reaction of Roman Reigns, like I said, being shoved down their throats, that we're being forced to like. And when it comes to that, we're just going to, as fans of pro wrestling, we're just going to rebel to that. Okay? That's one of the reasons Daniel Bryan is one of the, no doubt, future first ballot Hall of Famer. No doubt. It's one of the greatest WWE stars of all time. Okay? So it really made me tear up that, we're never going to see Daniel Bryan in a squared circle ever again. We're never going to see him ever again with his concussion history that he told us on Monday Night Raw. But the good thing about it is he seems at peace. He seems at peace with his retirement and how everything's going down. Because to be quite honest with you guys, it's not really one of the best ways to go out. He's being forced to go out due to injury. He's not leaving on his terms, so to speak. Like, for example, Shawn Michaels. He got to retire on his terms on top in one of the greatest WrestleMania main events of all time, losing to The Undertaker. He got to go out the way he wanted to go out, which is why I'm sure he will never wrestle ever again. Okay, similar to Ric Flair, he got to wrestle in a 5-star match against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 24. And he was inducted the night prior into the WWE Hall of Fame. He got to go out the way he wanted to go out. Okay, now guys like Edge, though, he was forced to go out due to neck injuries, and he was forced out not on his terms. But Daniel Bryan seems at peace with it. He seems really dedicated to spending the rest of his life with his gorgeous wife, Brie Bella. They're gonna make a lot of children, hopefully. So I wish the absolute best to Daniel Bryan and his family. Okay, I just wish him the best. And because he said numerous times, ever since he started wrestling at 18, this is all he knows how to do. This is all he loves. This is all he wants. This is all he wants to do. This is his passion. Pro wrestling, getting in that ring, performing for all of those fans. That's his passion. So he said on numerous occasions he was a little worried if he couldn't wrestle anymore, what to fall back on, because he wouldn't really, not I don't want to say his skills, so to speak, but not be accustomed to any other work environment. So, but whatever makes Daniel Bryan happy makes me happy. Like I said, I wish him the best, because right now his safety is the most important thing. As a wrestling fan, it's very selfish of us to say, nah, I want to see him. I don't want to see him retire. Fuck his health. I want to see him get back in that ring, and I want to see him do the yes chant. I want to see him do the running knee. I want to see him do a flying tope. I want to see him do a moonsault off the top rope and break his neck again. That's selfish because, of course, we want to see Daniel Bryan back in the ring. Of course, any wrestling fan will want to see Daniel Bryan wrestle again. That's just not the way it is. His health right now, he said actually on the ESPN interview with Jonathan Coachman, I was gonna save it for my Everything Wrestling News edition for this week, but I'll say it now. He said on his the interview with Jonathan Coachman on ESPN that he had multiple post concussion seizures. So that's pretty serious. That's pretty alarming. So I really don't want him to injure himself any further. Safety, most important thing. It's best for Daniel Bryan to retire and live his life. I'm sure he's made plenty of money. I'm sure he's set for life. Okay, so he can relax. He can live his life comfortably. So, but of course, yes, it does make me sad that we're never going to see Daniel Bryan in the ring again. But he's given us so many memories. He's given us numerous hours of numerous days, weeks of wrestling footage that you can go back and make you feel happy. I go back once in a while, over the course of a month, to see Daniel Bryan in the main event making Batista tap out. I mean, it was eerily similar to how Chris Benoit made Triple H tap out at WrestleMania 20, trying to erase the memory of Chris Benoit. So there's so many things you can go back on. Yes, it made me tear up. Yes, it made my eyes well. There was a nice shot this past Monday Night Raw of a young fan, mid-20s, of a woman who was really choked up, and I was thinking to myself, that's probably every WWE fan right now watching Daniel Bryan, because the whole show was about Daniel Bryan and just showing the utmost respect. That's what I love by Vince McMahon, and That's what I love. Just show Daniel Bryan the utmost respect. Okay. Not only was the whole show about Daniel Bryan, every commercial break there was a highlight of his career. I fucking love that. And they gave him the main event spot. They gave him the last time slot. And they said, you know what? Here's a microphone. Go say whatever you want to the fans that absolutely adore you. And that's what he did. It was like about 10:50. He spoke for about a half hour. They went past 11:20. I love that. Okay, just let Daniel Bryan speak from the heart, unscripted. That's what you have to do now with the wrestlers these days. Unscripted promos. He just went out there and spoke his mind. Okay, and that's what we love about Daniel Bryan. He's just so genuine, organic, and well, riding off in the sunset, I guess. Not the way he wanted, but that's just the way it's gonna happen. And he has to make peace with it, and it seems like he has. All right, so go look to Daniel Bryan. And guys, that's my opinion really on the Daniel Bryan retirement. I'm sure all of you have opinions on Daniel Bryan, on how he was as a performer, on how his career went. But you guys just tell me in the comments. Just tell me in the comments like a quick thing of how you truly will remember Daniel Bryan, as you know, whether you really liked him or you really disliked him. And if you like the video, make sure you like the video. Okay. Like I said, if you're not subscribed yet, I know what the fuck you're waiting for. Hit that subscribe button down below. Okay, I appreciate all the support. Trust me, we will. Up next, I have, of course, I will be bringing you a new edition, actually, number 2. I haven't done in a while, a few months of classic movie review. Okay, you guys told me in the comments what movie do you guys want me to review. I'll try to definitely get the movie, or I have a movie lined up. I have one lined up for you. Okay, but guys, have a great night. Happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully everyone's happy out there. Love is in the air. Maybe not for some people, but hopefully for a good majority. Guys, have a safe night. I will see you later. Peace out.